What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Lucid, give you a quick overview of some of the data points, break it down on what is really moving it, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So Lucid is up 10.16%, $3.15 the low, $3.48 now the high. So a lot of big money is getting into Lucid. And round of applause, Lucid did start doing deliveries. So this past weekend, the first Lucid Gravity customers received their vehicles and departed the factory as a convoy. So honestly, amazing stuff. It came right down to the wire, but Peter obviously fulfilled his promise to actually start deliveries in 2024. So pretty good stuff, actually a lot better than pretty good, amazing stuff. And I think this, based on what is happening on the price action, this is a very clear sign that big money was doubting that Lucid was going to kind of live up to their promises. So they are buying the hell out of Lucid. You can kind of see that based on some of the transactions as well in the secondary market. Dark pool very active as well. Shorts are trying their very best to suppress it. So they are increasing 2.93 million shares. So given the circumstances, the technicals, I think shorts are about to lose their asses, in my opinion. But 22.73% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 270.75 million shares. So DTC, that's something that a lot of people are starting to really pay attention to, is 3.71 days. That equates to the average volume based on how many shares are shorted. So usually the higher DTC, the bigger potential squeeze. And so I think in general, Lucid is doing things right. It would be nice if they put out a little bit more, not hype news, but they didn't even do any PR associated with that. So no official news, they just love social media. But nonetheless, the 26-second video is absolutely amazing. And I love the viewpoint that you can kind of see, just look at all of that production in the background. I love the banner start of production. Yeah, I think Lucid is very good at kind of marketing this. I think going forward, if they, especially the other variant for the Gravity, whenever it's coming out, I think 2025, late 2025, it'd be really kick-ass if they made more of a production of this and actually live streamed it. Because even their tech and manufacturing day, that was a roaring success. You had a lot of good analysts give ratings just because of that. So I think like going forward, if they start to live stream a lot of this type of stuff, that would really help them on a marketing standpoint. But it's honestly, there's nothing really negative to say about this. So they came in line with expectations. Now it's all going to come down to numbers. But honestly, big money is liking what they see, so they are buying the hell out of it. So pretty good stuff about that. Looking at options, 1.23 million in calls, 236,000 in puts. 68% of all the options being done are optimistic in nature. So very good stuff to see that. And based on the call options, you see a very strong consensus for it to be above 350/4. So whoever is doing these, so going back over here for a second, this clearly isn't retail. So just within 925 and 930, that was 319,000. This one was 285,000. This one right here is 227,000. So big money is starting to load up on Lucid. And as I've shared with you in the past, sometimes you see some stocks getting manipulated. So entities buy puts and then they kind of short it down. The inverse is happening. So big money is buying calls and then they bring up the price. So that way they kind of benefit twofold. So I think in general, whoever is buying these is not the same ones that are shorting it, because shorts are still relentlessly trying to suppress Lucid. So you have this kind of battle essentially behind the scenes within institutions. So big money and shorts. So I think ultimately shorts are going to get their asses handed to them. But again, that's just my viewpoint. Consensus for options, it's around $4. And now you're starting to see $4.50 being plausible for the foreseeable future. Bears, though, are anticipating for it to be sub $3.50. So kind of crazy. They're optimism just went right through the window. So I think in general it is ready for higher highs. But right now with it at $3.51, trading right above this R2, between this R3 and this R2. So 367 is going to be that next strong target / resistance. 349 is going to be that next strong support, and then followed by 337. So even on a technical standpoint, I think that Lucid is ready to really move higher, and most likely you could see some new ratings coming out once Lucid does start to actually disclose numbers, so production numbers and whatever. I don't know if today's announcement alone would prompt new ratings, most likely not. So I think Lucid just has to put out some actual numbers, what the expectations for 2025 are and stuff like that. But on a technical standpoint, absolutely a-okay. So above that ALMA, so it was able to fight back above that, still above all the key pivotal moving averages. So honestly, you'll see higher highs. And what we've seen with Lucid in the past, when it does go up, it goes up very, very fast. As I kind of alluded to in the past, whenever Lucid has been above all these key pivotal moving averages, aside from this in July, it has really gone up. And so last time it went on a massive, was it like a 3x, whatever else. So yeah, I think higher highs might be coming down the pipeline for Lucid. Big money is buying Lucid. So I think a lot of the data points coming out are a-okay. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Give yourself a shout out. Are you buying Lucid based on this news? Are you selling? Are you doing options? What's kind of floating your boat right now? And aside from this, though, there isn't really any other news to really kind of talk on. There's a lot of speculative partnerships that is being talked on, but I think just right now we have to get production out of the Gravity as fast as possible, and then yeah, we'll be able to get back into the $4 range, $5 range, and then up and up from there. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And then one final thing, pop over to my Patreon where I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolute bangers. So pop over there and take a look. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.